Ula and me, we met on our birthday, and we discovered that we have the same birthday, which was the 13th November. And then when we started working together, we made some kind of tradition that we will every birthday make a certain performance. And the most unusual thing is that we have two certificates. He was born in '43 in Zolingen, and in his certificate is a swastika. And I was born '46 in Belgrade, and in my birthday certificate is a red communist star, which was really two opposite government beliefs which should actually keep us apart. So the piece was set up in our loft. We was living in kind of very poor state in Holland. And we invite 11 guests, very close friends, to come 15 minutes before midnight. And that's all we told them. We didn't even tell them it was our birthday. So they arrive in 15 minutes before 12, and they find the situation in a completely empty loft. The two of us sleeping in a small bed under a cover under a red blanket. And in the front were two tables. On the Ulay table was this beautiful satin cover and linen napkins and a beautiful silver tray with the caviar and the bread and the 6 bottles of the best champagne. And on my side, on the other table, was just a Pravda newspaper and 6 bottles of Russian champagne. Very, very simple and very down to earth. And there was instruction for the public. You can drink from each of the table and eat from, one or another of bowls, and that's it. It was a kind of situation that very uncomfortable. They didn't know what to do because they came here and then, we were sleeping and we didn't wake up and what's going to happen. And after a while, they started drinking Russian champagne, then they drink the champagne from the German side of the table. And then, they stay for a while, they drink everything, and then one person actually was so tired, put the little blanket next to us and slept all night. And we filmed the whole thing during this process. And after 3 weeks, we revisit these people and ask them what happened and film their answers. And it was so amazing that we got 11 completely different answers.
Dat aan een museum moest denken, op een hele klassieke manier. Niet stedelijk of dit soort musea's, maar meer zo'n Madame Tussauds museum.
En die 2 tafeltjes die daar stonden, dat had ook iets van een laatste avondmaal-achtige sfeer. Dus er kon eigenlijk nog van alles plaatsvinden.
The thing is what people project, they actually project your own life into you, taking elements of what they see, but actually recycling and projecting your own life. So we are just a mirror in many ways.
Being asleep is almost like being dead. There was no center in the atmosphere anymore because the center were you, but the center was at rest.
Then there was a friend of ours, who is artist, who see this as a kind of Egyptian division of the city of life, a city of dead.
So when I came home, I thought, what a nightmare. They had the sleep, but I had the nightmare.
So that was so many contradictions. So that was really the purpose of that piece. And this piece really stays so much in my memory, especially now looking back, the 9 people out of 11 already dead. But really it was more to us was this whole idea that, 2 artists working together and we are born the same day, that we met on the birthday, and that we have these insane certificates. When we sleep and hold each other and we are sleeping on this red blanket, somehow we become symbols of togetherness and also being loved.